This is the Dead Astronomer's Report, Part 1. Murdered Astronomers since 1981. Going to be the year I was born. Thing starts out the month in the year I was born with an astronomer dead or missing. And it's happened a lot of times since 1981. And the purpose all of these astronomers and scientists are being killed is Planet X, or a brown dwarf trans-Neptunian object, a perturber that has been causing magnetic effects and anomalies on Earth and all of the planets in our solar system. These guys are just good people, and they were doing their job and doing what they loved, and a nefarious, evil cabal of men using a out-and-out lie and misrepresentation that if this information was leaked out into public, that the public would riot and tear the thing down. Nobody would show up at work tomorrow. The economy would crash. Which I don't think any of that would happen, because it hasn't happened. We now know that Planet X is real, thanks to some very good scientific work at Caltech and the University of Arizona. We know that Planet X is real. Planet 9, we've discovered, and they're still hiding the fact that it's inbound, but they've at least confirmed that it's real. I don't think they have a choice at this point, because our planet's upside down. Everything's fucked up. Anomalies are happening every day. Prophecies being fulfilled. If you just look at the Hopi word, Nostradamus, the Bible, Revelation, the signs in the heavens are all coming to pass. And anybody with any common sense can see that. So all of these men, these scientists that were killed to hide and cover up the story of this Planet X, these guys need to be vindicated, in my opinion. And this report right here is an awesome one. If you don't know anything about what I'm talking about, or if you just want to brush up on the knowledge of how many and who they were, this is a great one right here. It's got a lot of guys in it that I've never even heard of or knew, and we're talking now upwards of 200 people have been murdered connected to this story right here. And when those white papers dropped, they all of the truther community that has been following Nibiru and Planet X, that has been mocked and just their lives ruined over this information. All of the hate and fear that has been spilled and poured out, trying to say that this is unreal cognitive dissonance. And then, guess what? We know it's real now. So, I would like an apology, personally. I know I'll never get one, but I would definitely like an apology. Oh, yes. Well, it's real, but it's not coming anywhere near us, right? It's going to be out there, and all of these changes and anomalies that are happening, they have nothing to do with that planet that's out there now. We know. Sorry about that, but yeah, it's not coming anywhere near us. It's not inbound or anything, but all of these earthquakes and predictions that were made by the Nibiru community, the Planet X watchers, weather pattern changes, volcanoes, earthquakes, they're not connected to this planet. See, those are all they're all because of the grand solar minimum. See, that's what's happening here. None of this is our sun's not losing energy for any other reason. It just goes to sleep every little while. It gets tired. It's doing a lot of work out there, so it has a minimum, and it just kind of loses out on its power, and then it'll you know wake up some point and cycle back through and do its thing again. So has nothing to do with Planet X. Man, France, look at that car right there. 3 killed in NASA van plunge. A commuter van from NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory tumbled 200 feet off a twisting mountain. The van was carrying 6 employees of the lab in Pasadena, 2 contractors and 2 NASA employees. The cause of the accident was not immediately known. Clouds and fog shrouded the site at an altitude of 1,500 feet, snow-dotted flanks of the mountain, but the road itself was clear, completely clear. And from another source, the Angeles Crest Highway is a 2-lane road with many sharp curves and very steep drop-offs. Although there were guardrails, there is an observatory, Mount Wilson, up the top. And from another source, there have been quite a few scientists killed over the last 10 years. In fact, the odds of so many of them being killed by accident within such a small time frame is extremely remote. From another source, French cable car crash kills 20. The car detached itself from the cable, but the cable did not snap. Most of the victims were reported to be employees of the observatory, which is run by French, German, and Spanish scientists. The cable car was used only for the observatory, and no tourists were believed to be aboard. The chief representative of the cable car union said the cable car was built in the 1980s and had recently passed safety inspection. Yeah. But it just fell off the line. The cable didn't snap. The car just fell off the line. This fine gentleman right here was probably shitting his pants when it hit the bottom and took his life. All because he was researching a potential threat to this planet and apparently found it. Anyway, this subject makes me angry, and I wanted to put this out there so maybe the rest of the people that don't know, or the people that do know, you should really go tell the people that don't know, so we can get a stink stirred up about this, because these people really do need to be vindicated. Thank you. Please subscribe and like, and I will be posting more videos.